Having those difficult conversations or managing conflict is definitely one of the most challenging aspects for many managers and many leaders. This is not just an issue with new managers or inexperienced leaders either. This is a widespread problem that holds many people back from reaching their goals and having the success that they could have. So on today's show, I am going to go over 6 quick but oh so important tips on how you can better handle difficult conversations with anyone. Address it immediately. If there is an issue, you absolutely can't afford to let it linger. Too often, when there are problems, people wait for the right time, the end of the week, when things settle down, when you're better staffed, when it's performance review time, when this happens, when that happens. And that is a problem because what starts out as a relatively small and manageable situation can quickly turn into something much more problematic. When you get really good at addressing problems right away, you will see it will prevent deeper and larger complications. Take a direct approach. Now, this one is scary for those hoping to avoid conflict or any kind of confrontation, but taking a direct approach is actually much better than beating around the bush. And being direct does not mean being nasty or rude in any way. It's about being honest and calm and professional while providing helpful and constructive feedback. Being direct is actually one of the most respectful actions that you can take. Critique the behavior, not the person. It is a natural human reaction to feel defensive when hearing feedback, even when it's constructive and carried out in a very respectful manner. So it's important to ensure that the unwanted behavior is the focus of the critique, not the person themselves. It's like my parents, or maybe your parents, said when we were kids, "I love you, but I don't like your behavior right now." This is the mindset of separating the person from the behavior. Give the why. People are more likely to respond positively to a difficult conversation, especially one that is critical of their performance, when they understand the root cause of your concerns and the intent behind your actions. It is essential that you make the person you're talking to understand the why behind the goals that you have set for them or the feedback that you're providing to them. If your goal is to help them improve their behavior or reach a certain target, that is what they need to hear from you. Channel your positivity. If you go into these tough conversations with a feeling of dread and doom, your subconscious has a way of betraying you, allowing the negativity to seep into your voice, into your mannerisms, and into your words. Be really honest, remain calm, rein in your fight or flight response, and train yourself to stay positive and objective during even the most stressful situations. View these conversations as an opportunity to interact with the person one-on-one and to brainstorm solutions, and it's a great time to strengthen the relationship with this person. Avoid one-sidedness. Last but not least, avoid the temptation to completely plow through this conversation on your terms just so you can check it off the list and be done with it. Yes, these encounters can of course be stressful, and yes, you absolutely need to get your points across, but it's imperative that you allow the time for the person that you're giving the feedback to weigh in and explain their perspective. If you fall into the habit of completely shutting them out and not giving them the opportunity to say anything, you are only going to increase the likelihood for future conflict because this person could feel that lashing out is the only way to have their voice heard. Instead, ask them to suggest ways to fix the issue and identify steps that they can take to get back on track. Resolving conflicts isn't about winning or about being right. Instead, think of it in terms of practical, productive, and progressive resolution.